Hello and welcome to KnightHunter Books. This is our Christmas haul with one bonus January purchase. We've been putting this off for a while in case we fell in the January sales and ended up acquiring a ton of books. Thus far, we've managed to resist mostly, though I might end up ordering a few books in the near future.
And this is good for us. Usually January we end up acquiring more books than in December. Although the one book I did acquire in January, I managed to buy in a supermarket. Like in a little charity, dump books here and put a donation in. It's like, avoiding bookshops is not even enough, apparently. Most of these books we bought each other, because we have gradually realised that other people are not buying us enough books. So, this is The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James. Back in November, then we saw Lauren speak at a panel that we really enjoyed, and when she mentioned this book I'm like, oh, that sounds so lovely. So,
but I won't buy it myself because it's a fun book and I only read buy myself proper serious books.
Yes, so this is short and sounds very light, so it will actually be a pleasure to read. So the main character in this is the only girl left aboard a spaceship, and the only person she is communicating with is a boy back on Earth. It just sounds like a fun setup. I don't really know much more than that or where it's going, but I want to find out.
The thing that made this stand out when Lauren was talking about it was the fact that it was written with the aid of a spreadsheet. Because she's actually done all the maths for the relativistic delays on the communication.
Yes, I remember that now too. That's great.
On the subject of space and calculations, this is Mary Robinette Kowal's The Calculating Stars, which I was also bought by somebody.
Not at all a present to myself as well.
This is an alternate history where the space program was massively accelerated after a giant rock dropped on Washington DC. And with the country on a wartime footing, women are taking much more of an active role in the space program.
Ooh, this is quite heavy.
It's a lot of pages.
It's not that many pages, it's mostly, I think, maybe a lot of images. Oh no, it is 600 pages.
Sorry.
This book is less short than the other one, but I'm expecting to still be quite light. This is Illuminae by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff, which is the first in a YA series, and one that has caught my eye for a very long time, and John knows this. I love books that use
Mixed media
that have slightly different structures, and you'll see from the side here that there is a lot of black, and there are a lot of kind of random documents and things like that through the book. This book is set more than 500 years in our future, and two corporations are battling it out over a small icy planet. Don't know much more about this, except that lots of people who I watch on BookTube have really enjoyed it, so looking forward to this one.
My third is Apex by Mercedes Lackey. This is another book in the Hunter series, which follows a young woman in a program in a post-apocalyptic world where humans live in caged cities. She hunts monsters, but actually this is quite a long time after the apocalypse now. People have moved on. The hunters all have camera drones following them, and have social media presences, and are expected to pull PR stunts to make people in the cities feel better.
My next giant book, but not very many pages.
This was not from me. I did, however, get a call saying, "How tall are your bookshelves? Why do you want to know?"
Is The Arrival by Shaun Tan, which again I've seen so many people rave about for so many years that I've just had to pick it up. So this tells an immigrant story, but in a graphic novel that has no words. So that's an example. I'm very excited to see how I get on with this, and it's just a beautiful book as well.
Does one read a book with no words in it?
Oi, it counts.
My next book is Superintelligence by Bolstrom, which apparently is a very influential book. It's led to some statements recently from people very high up in the tech scene who are concerned about the dangers of artificial intelligence, particularly intelligences beyond our own. Considering this has been a staple of science fiction for a very long time, it's kind of staggering to think that actually we're now getting to a point with technology where this is actually a popular science book and people are actually seriously considering this, not just from a sort of theoretical point of view, but considering it when it comes to setting policies and guidelines, which is kind of a science fictional concept in and of itself.
The book I slipped and bought in the supermarket is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. This is a book that I've wanted to read for a really long time. This is the book that the Broadway play was based on and follows the Wicked Witch of the West from the Wizard of Oz story, but kind of as she's going through school, and it kind of turns the whole thing on its head, which sounds fun, although it is quite long, so well, I hope I get to it soonish.
Did you get any books for Christmas?
Thank you for watching, we'll see you again soon.